This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Surprise, we're doing a show on Saturday. So I just mowed the grass, took a shower, was about to shut down all of the, equipment in this YouTube studio, getting prepped for my flight in an hour. If you don't remember anything I've been saying to you every single episode, no video content all of next week. I'm flying up in an hour to Ohio. I'm volunteering for this this camp that's for adults with muscular dystrophy. So volunteering for that camp, and actually while I'm at the camp, I'm actually doing a sports betting 101 workshop there, and that's something I hope to do a lot more often, a lot of in-person workshops across the country, because a lot of y'all need it. But yeah, so yesterday, show-wise, we did one of those 3-pick shows. We hit our cover boy. Cover boy is still on a streak. We had it was crazy. So we had Luis to get 5 strikeouts. In the first 3 innings, he had 0. And we're like, all right, this is not good. And then after 6 innings pitched, he had 91 pitches, and he had 4, and we're getting hooked. He got a few strikeouts in the middle to late rounds, and for whatever reason, after already giving up 4 runs and already pitching 91 pitches, the manager kept him out there, and guess what? He got his 5th strikeout, so we hit that one. We on the show when I was recording it, we said Boston plus 1.5 because that's what the tools were showing. But after the show dropped, the spread predictor went to Toronto plus 1.5, which is the one that hit. So I don't really like doing the team bet stuff. And this is a question I get asked a lot in the Discord, which you should be in if you actually want to win more than lose. But the Discord, they were asking what point of the day should they focus on locking in bets. And it's different. It's very situational. But the most vague way that I can answer that question is if it's a team bet, I would wait closer to the start of the game, which is why I don't really like doing team bets on these shows I record a lot, like hours and hours earlier before the start, because even the smallest thing where somebody, gets scratched or weather can shift the entire dynamic of that game. With player props, it's not necessarily the same because, if you're going over under on a player and then all of a sudden they get scratched, then the bet's a wash. It's a push anyway. It's void. So there's a lot. There's more benefit to getting props with the lines early on in the day, and there's a benefit to getting the team projection stuff closer to the start of the game because there's a lot more data that's been collected. What's the current weather look like? Not projected weather, what it actually is the weather. So Toronto plus 1.5 was the play after the video dropped. So it is what it is on that. So I'll probably stay away from the team bets on the shows that I do a lot earlier in the day. But and then our other one was we've never done a 3-pick show with an ERA play. And so we went over Will Warren of the New York Yankees. This guy, I don't think we've ever seen this before. In the first inning, he walked 3 batters. So that is a bases loaded situation. And then he also, at the same time of walking 3 batters, not allowing a single hit, struck out 3. So he had bases loaded, and all the Las Vegas Athletics needed to do was just bloop a single, and then we easily cashed in the top of the first inning for that. And then as it went by, the Athletics just kept swinging at nothing, and Warren got a lot of strikeouts, but that wasn't what we were looking at. So I don't think we're going to do ERA stuff too often because strikeouts is kind of our bread and butter. That's where we made a ton of money this season and last season as well. But yeah, so just like I said, I was just about to shut everything down. I'm like, hey, I got an hour till I need to leave. Why not record a Saturday special here? Let's find something we like. There are MLB games today, and there are WNBA games today. How many WNBA games we got? 1. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like single-game slates for any sport, not just WNBA. Okay, so let's do what we always do, ladies and gents. Line 3, different 17. Okay, so we're going to quickly go through which one of these, 7 pitchers are trifectas and which aren't. His projection would need to be 4.5. It is not. Slade, not a trifecta. His projection would need to be 5.5. It is, but the sportsbooks are favoring the under, and he's also versing the least strikeoutiest team in the entire league. Not a trifecta and wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole anyway. It's on the ban. Oh, actually, Toronto's not on the ban list, but we wouldn't touch it anyway. Lance, 4.5. His projection would need to be 5.5. It's 5.57. The sportsbooks do favor the over. So before we pull up any more data or look at this red stuff, which isn't too sexy, he is technically a trifecta. One more down. Zach's needs to be 4.5. It is not. And then the three other ones are underplays. Quinn, his projection would need to be 4.5. It is not. He's also versing the most strikeoutiest team in the league, so we wouldn't go under on that because it's on the ban list. Michael Soroka versing the second most strikeoutiest team. His projection would have to be 4.5. It is, but the sportsbooks are favoring the over, not a trifecta. Randy, 3.5. His projection would have to be 2.5. It is not. So out of these 7 players, there's only one technical trifecta, and that's Lance McCullers versing Chicago. But Chicago, as you see with this red that we don't want to see when we're targeting overs, is the 7 from the bottom on most strikeouts. So essentially, they are the 7 least strikeoutiest team of the season and the 8th least strikeoutiest team of the last 3. When we go under on a player, we like both of these K percentages to be under 20%. His are both over 22.5. Another reason why we don't like... Oh, no, sorry. This is not an underplay. This tells us an underplay. This tells us an overplay. So the fact that both of these are 22.5 is actually a good thing. I really want to see if we can get him at 3.5 on another book before we spend too much time thinking about this. All right, Houston, Lance. No, but it's interesting to know that his line is higher on, BetMGM and Hard Rock, but his line is 4.5 on everything else. So we don't get a lower line than 4.5. But, of course, the red stuff is not something that we really like to see. He has gotten at least 6 strikeouts or more in 4 straight. If you look here at the PC, which is pitch count, he's allowed to get to 91 here, 102, 96, 96. And this is something I've been teaching you guys all season, that if you're going over on someone, you want to know that the manager is going to allow them to get up to 100. 90 to 100 range. If you go under on someone, you don't necessarily want to see that. And that's what helped us out yesterday with getting the win with our cover boy, is that we went over on him for a million different reasons, but we also saw that he was someone who gets a lot of pitch opportunity. He doesn't really have any head-to-head data against Chicago, but if we go back to the beginning of the season, which was what? Chicago White Sox 5-4. I feel like he should have more. Oh, he didn't start until... That's right, it was an injury. So he didn't come back until... He didn't have his first start this season until May 4th. So he's only been starting for like a month and a half now. 3.2, 0 ERA. So that was probably just like a warm-up game, getting him back into the swing of things. Cincinnati, he pitched he got lit up in the first inning, 0.1 pitches, so he didn't even get... That's just a fluke situation. And then he got up to 83 pitches, 4 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts. So every single game where it looks like he got 91 pitches or more, he's gotten 6 strikeouts. Not just the 5 he needs to hit, but he's gotten 6 strikeouts in every game. He's gotten at least 91 pitches. So that's what we would be rolling with, essentially. Can he get... can he stay in the game long enough to get the 5 we need? Yesterday, we went against the grain with Luis because it was showing that Cleveland was not not Cleveland, but I just had a brain fart. Who did Cleveland verse yesterday? Oh, the St. Louis. St. Louis was a very low strikeout team, but he still managed to get 5 because he got able to pitch in the 7th inning. It might be a situation like this, but he's pitched 4 straight starts, 91 pitches or higher. He's hit this. He got 8 Ks against Seattle in less than 5 innings. 12 Ks against the Athletics in 6. 7 and 6, 6 and 5. And he also gave up 4 runs there. So... let me see here. What are they heavy on lineup-wise? I'm assuming Ian Happ is going to pitch or Ian Happ is going to swing righty. Maybe, I don't know if he's going to do righty or lefty. I would say probably righty because he allows, he has a higher strikeout rate and he allows like extremely low average versus lefties. So I feel like any switch hitter would go righty against him because they would have a better chance of getting something done. So there's only 3 lefties. Where's that K9 stat? So this here is another thing I like looking at. This is if he pitched an entire 9 innings against only right-handers, he would finish with 10.5 strikeouts. And against a game with only left-handed hitters, full 9 innings, he would have 13.2. And we're just trying to get half of this number. There's no other trifecta, and I don't want to force anything else. And I got to go to the gosh dang airport, but I'm not going to try to rush it. Let's see if there's... I'll peep at ERAs, and then we'll see if there's anything on HRR that we like. That ERA yesterday should have hit. He had bases loaded first inning, and one bloop single, and we hit that without even having to blink. So Lance is also favored to go over 1.5 earned runs. This might be an interesting play. What if we target both of these? What if we go Lance over 1.5 and also over 4.5 Ks? So we're hoping that he gets 5 Ks and allows 2 runs. Because there's a situation where if he allows too many runs and hits this, he won't get Ks. Or if he's just striking out everybody, he won't hit this and only get the K part and not get the earned runs. But if he has a mediocre game where he still gets 5 Ks and allows some runs, you can hit both. We've never done that before, but I would still need a third play to make it where we can have a 2-3 day. Let's see if there's any NFRI trifectas. Looks like there is here. So if you go to the Trifecta channel, which is in the free channel, the free Discord, that if you're not in after hearing me say this 700 episodes in a row, please stop betting on sports. But the rule for trifectas, for the NRFIs, which you're betting on there not to be a run in the first inning. And the interesting thing about this team bet is actually it's available on some of the prop apps like Prize Picks and stuff. They have this type of bet, which is it's a win-win scenario for you. So you can actually use this tool as well. But the grade has to be, I believe we have it at 7.6 or higher, and both pitchers have to be on a streak of 3 or higher. So that means Randy, in the past 5 starts he's had, he has not allowed a run in the first inning. Every start this season, Andrew has not allowed a run in the first inning. He's 13-0. So 13-3, 13-0. And then the teams themselves, so this is just not even this is Randy and all of his pitching comrades. They have only allowed to run the first inning they have not allowed to run the first inning 77.8% of the time. Cincinnati 73.2. So things we're to go with. I don't think we've ever done a show this season where we doubled up on different props of the same player, but let's do it this time and let's see what happens. Could work out, could not work out. It's all part of the game. But it seems like there's a chance. So we're going to go double up on Lance, 1.5 ERA over, 4.5 strikeout over, no run first inning, Randy Andrew, San Diego, Cincinnati, because it is a trifecta. And then if you go like one more down here to Clark Schmidt and JP Sears, you can see this on the screen right here. So it's not the required grade. And the pitchers, this guy's on a 3-game streak, but he is not. And so even if he started 15-0 and he lost his last one, so that's why the grade dips a little bit. So this would not be something that we would play. But this one, the first one is. So that'll be the 3 here. I will see everybody. I'll see you in the Discord, which is why we have it, so we can talk to each other 365 days, 24/7, answering questions and helping each other. There's 17,000 people there helping each other win. If you seem like you're just guessing by yourself and not having a good time, I don't know what else to say, but join the free Discord, download the free PlayerProps.ai app. Remember, there's a $5,000 cash and prizes giveaway. If you want to make sure your name's in the hat, which that's the only way you can win is by jumping in the pool. The only way you swim is by jumping in the pool. PlayerProps.ai/giveaway. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And of course, if you haven't seen, we launched a brand new day pass. You can get full access to everything for 24 hours by getting a day pass, by clicking any of the upgrade buttons on the app or on the site. You cannot find a day pass on the iOS app. If you have an iPhone and you're using the iPhone app, the day pass will not show because Apple has very, very weird restrictions. So what you have to do is you have to go to the website. You have to actually go to PlayerProps.ai website, get the day pass there, like on your Google Chrome browser or Safari or whatever, and then it'll show full access on the iOS iPhone app. But you can't sign up for it inside the app because Apple's very weird. So in case you're looking for it, you didn't find it, that's why. But yeah, good luck, everybody. We'll have a fun time at this camp. We're leaving in 45 minutes. Flying out. But hope everybody has a nice, successful betting weekend. Our spread predictor yesterday was amazing. There's only one whiff it had the entire time, or the entire day, which was Cleveland plus 1.5. Every other game it hit. It's still printing money, so if you're in a legal betting state where you can bet on spreads, you've lost probably $15,000 so far this season by not upgrading your account and getting full access to it. So that could have been helpful. You could have had that nice little chunk of change in your pocket. Don't stand on the outside looking in. Jump in the pool. It's the only way to swim. I think that rhymed unintentionally. Good luck.